Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been offline for quite a long time. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. Kind of busy with things, but here I'm back today to review Army of the Dead. This is the newest film from Zack Snyder on Netflix. This stars Dave Bautista among a assorted cast. Basically, the premise of the movie is there's a zombie virus outbreak in Las Vegas, and that's basically how the movie starts. It shows you how the virus outbreak starts, and it's actually kind of pretty funny how the initiation for it. And then you see the virus spread, and then the opening credits are kind of like the outbreak too, of how basically starts from the beginnings of the virus to basically Vegas falling to the zombie horde. So and then with it's it goes to Viva Las Vegas to the music of that. So that was pretty funny opening there. So basically it's during a zombie outbreak, and this rich Japanese businessman, he hires Dave Bautista. He's a former mercenary. Basically, he's one of kind of he's just living a life outside of Vegas. He used to be a former resident of Vegas, and then of course, he had to flee because of the outbreak. And so he's recruited by this businessman because this man basically knows of a that there is a $200 million stashed in a vault there in one of the Vegas casinos. He wants him to get it because in 2 or 3 days, the president is ordered the Vegas to be nuked because it's Vegas is just gone. It's lost to the zombies, and they don't want the virus to spread beyond Vegas. So and you see how and at the end of the credits, like all Vegas is all walled off basically, and it's a quarantine zone. So basically, so this rich gentleman hires Dave Bautista to gather a mercenary crew to go into Vegas and get to this casino and basically break open the safe and get this money. So basically, think it's kind of like Ocean's 11 in a zombie apocalypse. So it's really fun. So he basically recruits a crew, and they all get. So I think there's about 10 or 12 of them by the time they finally enter Vegas. And one of the things too, that because there is a refugee camp that they go through in order to get into Vegas, and the refugee camp's being evacuated because they're about to nuke Vegas. And one of the things that comes up as a conflict because his Deputy's daughter works as a volunteer at that camp, and she determines that she wants to go with him and his crew to go into Vegas with them. And before that, they had there's a montage of him recruiting all the people, to go into Vegas with him, and they're all hardcore. A lot of them hardcore soldiers, except for there's this one German safecracker, and he's just not. Everybody else is cool with shooting zombies in the head. You have to shoot him in the brain, and this guy has never shot a gun before, and so he's very nervous, and so that's kind of a running joke throughout the movie that he doesn't want to shoot people. And so and then you got a hotshot pilot she's gonna because there's a helicopter on top of the casino, and they'll get him out. So yeah, basically, so I don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to go. Not going to try going too much spoilers here. So basically, when they're going to get into Vegas. His daughter, she realizes that one person she cares about, I guess, a person she met is a mother was captured by the zombies, and they're in capture. She wants to go rescue them, and of course, Batista's like, "No, you're not. No way. It's too dangerous. You'll die." And she's like, "No, just protect me, and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go whether you want me to or not." So he takes her along, and so I really enjoyed this movie. It's one because it's a lot of fun, because a lot of shooting action, a lot of zombie kills, a lot of human kills. Those are really great too. And I also like what they did with the zombie. The effects are really good in this. The makeup was really good. This is one of the only movies where I saw, like, of course you have a different hierarchy of zombies. I thought that was really interesting. You have a group. Of course, there's the regular zombies who are just running around and just eating you and just brainless. But there's actually zombies that are smart. They're called alpha zombies, and they can actually dodge bullets and be fast, and like they're really, really dangerous, and they can take out these mercenaries really quick. And you can actually make deals with them. Like if you sacrifice someone in your group, then they'll let you have free passage. So it's kind of like that. And then what and it kind of turns back to the beginning, because the beginning is this king zombie, basically this alpha zombie who started the whole outbreak. He's basically in charge. He's the king of the zombies, and he's got his queen. So it's him and his queen you see throughout this film, come in and kind of confronting the mercenaries and hit the deals, and it kind of revolves around them. And so there's obviously a big confrontation. And the king zombie had, this that lady that was kidnapped. Like, he has a group of them that they basically use as food. They're gonna feed to the fellow zombies, and they hold a prisoner at one of the casinos. And so Batista's daughter wants to go save her. And so I really enjoyed this film. I mean, I loved each character in this film. They pretty much had their own, unique character traits. They each brought something to the table. Some were just badasses. Some were clever, like the German guy. He's clever with opening the safe, in his skills. And then I really enjoyed the pilot, played by Tina Taro. She was, she's very irreverent and badass in her own way. And so everybody had like their own very role. Everybody fit very much onto this team, because they all did their own thing. And so I really enjoyed this film. It didn't take itself too seriously. It was badass in times, also kind of slapstick at times. So there was really not a dull moment in this movie. So I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's almost 2.5 hours, but I really didn't feel the runtime. I even watch it late at night. I started kind of late, and I was thinking, oh man, am I gonna? Usually when I start movies late at night, I doze off. But this movie, I didn't doze off. I was like, oh man, I'm into this. I'm really into this. I'm invested in these characters, and see what happens. So it's an adventurous time. It's a rollicking good time. It's very much an adventure kind of flick. Definitely if you've seen, Dawn of the Dead, this is very much like that. And then, it's very much Zack Snyder style. There are slow-mo parts, of course. You got to have that. And it's kind of his action style, but it's a fun flick. So if you've got Netflix, definitely check it out. It's just really a good adventure movie. And I mean, so far in 2021, I mean, Zack Snyder's doing pretty good after Justice League and now this. I mean, he's doing pretty. I think in my opinion, he's doing pretty well so far. He's on a roll. So I'm always, whenever he has a new movie out, I'm always willing to see it. I'm pretty much down. So I highly recommend. I recommend Army of the Dead if you're into zombie flicks. Even if you're not so much, I mean, just the characters alone. I mean, there's obviously gore in the movie. There's also, stuff like that, but there is good character moments, and it's not just, directionless. I mean, it's very much it will keep you gripped until the end. I mean, to see what happens, and it's a fun time. Following these people as they're trying to complete their mission. It's nail biter. I highly recommend it. It was a very fun time. So once again, Army of the Dead is available on Netflix. Check it out now. I highly recommend. And everybody, like I said, every actor there pretty much does a great job. It's a really fun time. So once again, I highly recommend it. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. Yeah.